Alright, hello. This is Slag. Uh, I'm going to be playing Bronze Age Reborn, which is another Imperator Rome mod. I will be playing the Hattians. The Hattians eventually were conquered by people who took their name, became the Hittites. They are a tribal group. We're going to be playing hard Iron Man with no minimum levies and eventually more music player. I keep forgetting to put that on. So this game is in some ways radically different from even something as extreme as like Indomita in its own way. For example, the power statuses have been inflated, I believe, so you need more territory. You can see that the map focuses in on the Mediterranean and the Mesopotamian area. There's a lot of things that are going to be going on down here, like Gudium right now. All of their vassals are going to be attacking them. Anyway, there's a lot of crowd favorites. You've got Assyria right here. Damascus. A whole lot of other interesting civs. But anyway, so we're going to be playing the Hittites. So the Hittites start off as tribal mountain people. Our terrain is not great. And in my previous playthroughs, I would run into food problems if I wasn't careful. So basically, my priority is to make sure that I can get this livestock to contribute enough to balance out all the pops I'm hoping to suck into this area. Now, you may see that I have something here, tin. This is a pretty special resource. We'll get into this later when the events come up. So let's see here. I have a variety of deities. There are multiple Luwian ones. I just like my Jean Yu campaign. I'm actually going to stick with this pro discipline one for now, and it gives a little experience drip, which is nice. So we'll look into that one later. I am tribal. Tribesman output is really good. Um, the Freeman one, this could be interesting because I do like to have cities. I like to have tribesmen, and I like to have like fancy cities, even as a tribal, you know. So let's see. So we'll stay with that for now. Let's see what we got here. I mean, citizen happiness. Ooh. Okay, we may need to look into the noble desired ratio. That's pretty good. But right now we'll stick with Hopatatilia. Okay, so Yari, monthly civilization change. This one I'm a little torn on, but I do like the stability change because I don't really care for civilization now. This is pretty good. Unintegrated happiness and some assimilation speed. This will make more sense once I actually show you the Hattians. As you can see, there's a variety of deities here. I seem to have gotten lucky. I kind of like these ones so far. I'll have to revisit this later. This is, if I can maintain a high stability, I will be surprised, but we'll see what happens. In the meantime, we will potentially waste a discipline omen just in case. So as far as the Hattians go, their heritage is they are slower at integrating. They got a 20% pop assimilation speed, which is excellent. And they have a levy size multiplier buff, which is one reason why I decided instead of like dragging them to like a civilized kingdom, I'm actually going to lean into that little levy bonus. So I'm at 20% levy, which these I don't remember if this properly represents what I actually start with. It's pretty pitiful because I have like very small pops. How many pops do I have? I've got 23 pops and these guys. So I will probably integrate one of these out of convenience. There's basically two groups next to me. Well, it's Anatolia, so it's like a total war zone. There's so many different states, but it's basically like Adanians, these guys, and then it's the I think these are like Tarsans, yeah. The Tarsans are kind of spread this way, and the Adanians are kind of over here. So I'm pretty opportunistic. Whichever one of these guys leaves themselves open first, I'm going to try to gank. I'm going to save my money because I will probably need it for flash mercenary use. We'll see. So we're almost ready to go here. I got to do my ideas. So I will take morale of armies. Sorry, martial ethos, which is for morale armies plus 10. These ideas are slightly different too. They've been retuned. Okay, usually I go for sanction privileges so I can have a reduction in monthly corruption. So we'll go for that for now. This other one, strategic propaganda, is not bad because I'm going to get population bloat and they're not going to be happy with me. Okay, so my decisions are the tin trade monopoly, which I'll get back to in a second, abandoned sedentary lifestyle. That'll make me go migratory. I may do that. I don't know. Embrace autocracy means heading towards, becoming basically a monarchy. And then forming the Hatti Empire. This is the Hatti Empire requirement. Okay, so while I'm zoomed out here, I'll also mention the tin trade. There's that little green guy. That's my tin. Here's an example of another tin deposit. All the way over here. So if I somehow control those, I get some discipline and export value on top of any other benefits I'm going to get. Like if I have tin and get copper, I'll be able to get bronze weapons, which will make my guys a little tougher. So food's usually a concern for me. Adania is a neighbor. I'm not going to trade with them. I'll trade with Ugarit. They're close by, and I think they're kind of tough. This is a very, very great map. They've got totally not Atlantis over here. They got the basket case, Cretes, Rhodes. This is Cyprus, but it's not called Cyprus right now. The name eludes me. Oh, all right. So first things first, I need to colonize this. I accidentally started the game, which was bad because Tarsa may have grabbed this. So to colonize in this game, you use your manpower. And it costs you some political influence. Okay, I've now moved there, which will give me adjacency to Tarsus. So when I do my Summon War Council, they're technically a possible candidate. Okay, probably the reason they're not is because I didn't actually have a tick forward, but this is fine because with consensus, all of my guys gain loyalty. So, woe onto Adania, possibly. Okay, so I'll trade with this. I'll trade with Syrians. That's fine. Same with you. And the Ammer. Oh, you know what? I gotta always make sure to keep my surplus. So we will not trade that last one away. All right, so one trick. First off, if I get a Legion, I'll get a maintenance bonus if I tweak this, just like I said in my Zhongyu thing video. However, another thing which I forgot to mention in that one, if you become a export-heavy economy, you may want to switch to free trade because it increases your export value. So if you're exporting a ton more, you may want to consider that. So that's what I kind of do. I'm going to be relying more on exporting my resources. Okay, so we are going to get our mission started. The matter of West Kizuwatna. These are the eventual war targets. So, and in this case, I just need to basically fill it in. Okay, so I'm going to bide my time. I'm not going to just mess with these guys. They're tougher than me. However, you know what? I'm going to ally with Tarsus for now. Those are the mercs I typically hire. Okay, we're good to go. So eventually what I'm going to be doing is building food and slash tribal buildings on those, because they'll have decent capacity. All right, let's see. I'm going to take the peaceful route, and then one thing I like to do, I've raised my levies. I like to use these guys as scouts, so I can keep an eye on what's going on here, because I'm not going to camp the diplomacy screen to find out when they go to war with each other, and that's when I'll kind of join in. Okay, so by the way, tribal laws. What does this cost me? I'm going to take syncreticism. I don't know if I'm going to go off the deep end with sacrifice or not. I don't think that'll be necessary. Mostly. Yes, yes, a benevolent image. Okay. One thing I'm tempted to do is actually integrate the Adanians now, because that will be less trouble in the long term, because I'm going to eventually be picking up several. So far everything's pretty quiet. Okay, I do have the typical pitfalls of a tribe, which is to say my research is poor. I need to rely on pillaging. That's why I'm not too worried about these guys. It's useful if you have people with research traits. I just don't have them. So right now these are more of like babysitting jobs. It's like adult daycare. They got wine for lunch. So, all right, had a kid. I'll need to also make sure I don't neglect those, because sometimes you tend to forget. Okay, so here on the other hand is a different matter. I mean, this is kind of unacceptable. This guy's my doctor. Get out of here. All right. Oh, look at this. Oh, man. Oh, these guys are going to hate me. These guys are going to hate me. Okay. Looks like we're going to have a lot of red researchers. Okay, he's staying put. I don't care. Okay. I think that's actually enough damage for now. I don't want to burn all my capital. Okay, so we have an adoptee. Zeal. This guy kind of has got slightly better stats. See, the thing is, the Adanians, see, they have 82 pops. I think I mentioned before I have like 24 of my own, so. You know what? That is one thing I just noticed. Religion can be annoying in this area, so I'm actually just going to switch to conversion. Because there's like multiple religions here. Hurrians and Luwians, I think, are the two. Okay. Protect the weak. Yeah, see, this is slow going because I have to watch these guys. Okay, so these guys are on the move finally. I'm almost tempted to keep them close to me. With League. I don't mind war. Let's try it. Okay, so do these guys, they have a casus belli against these people. So, okay, so let's spam my guys just in case. Yeah, see, there we go. Now I get my chariots and my axemen and stuff. So, for some reason, even with the beta installed, I'm still having problems. Okay, so I can raise my levy by July. Okay, is he attacking? Yes, okay, so I okay, a choice of tools, favored material. For millennia, our ancestors have used tools, various stones, obsidian chief among them. The hard material served them well and serves us too. In recent years, however, we encountered a new type of material other people use, metal. One common, most common is what they call copper, yet it's soft and can be bent by hand if thin. Nevertheless, it has advantages. It rarely breaks. The tool is made for a sharper, but we do not have any tradesmen that are currently able to mold it. We can learn from our neighbors if necessary. From farther abroad, we have heard of another metal even more incredible. People of all kinds singing its praise, bronze. We now have a choice to make. Do we want to cling to the traditions of our ancestors, preserving their wisdom and way of life, or do we embrace the rise of the new material whose future is uncertain? So obsidian currently gives us a 600 month modifier, minus 1 unrest, 0.10 popularity, and plus 5 loyalty. Copper and bronze, which are the future, give for 600 months 10 research points, 0.02 civ change, and maximum research efficiency. Now, this is the funny part. Even though these guys are, Anatolian and they were kind of famous for eventually being Iron Age, and they apparently experimented with iron and stuff for years, I'm almost tempted to go the other way. But I think I'll just take it. I'll just be part of blending it up. Okay, so it looks like these guys lost their fight. So what I'm going to do, I'll hire these mercs. I want to get their morale up, basically. And that's mainly because Adania is about to become super furious with me, so I want the protection. So let's see. I almost want to ditch my slower guys. Wait a minute. Those are my mercs. Well, I guess my mercs are going. Okay, a duel of the chiefs. There's existed discourse between Yapon and Philisir for a while. A duel to the death would fix this issue at the cost of both of our clan chiefs potentially. Honor would be safer. They're going to do a duel to the death. Okay, so Philisir died. He was the less talented chieftain anyway, so you know what? I'm going to meet up here and be a big boy because we got to go save our ally, it looks like. Okay, so your marshal is good. Alright, let's see if we can go help these guys. Okay. Now, it's okay to do a little slaving on these guys, because they've got so many pops. They'll be easier to control if there's less of them. You know what I'm saying? So do little Roman. This takes a little longer, but it's always worth it. Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, where is it? I need to raise the city. It gives me 3% on various things. So I need to remember to do that. Okay, so let's see. My war chief, who was competent, was discovered helping himself to a bunch of gold. This is clearly a serious crime. This will disappear and he'll become my friend, but he did take my money, which means I'm gonna have to ditch my mercs soon. But what? Hey, what are friends for, right? All right, let's see. So raise that. What are we up to now? That's not bad. And then we got to get this fight over with now for my mercs run out, basically. So what I'm gonna do is I could lose my skirmishers in an assault, but everything else will be mercs. Let's try to get rid of this guy once and for all, maybe. And then we'll get rid of him. Okay, he's hanging around for a while, so let's go back. I have to be very careful with my assaults because I have a very low population of actual integrated people. Oh, okay, good, they're being integrated. It's just a giant chunk of them suddenly showed up in my culture for, quote, some reason. Okay, I am going to give them a bonus. I'll give them right of inheritance. That'll buy me some time in the happiness angle. Wow, these guys are really cruising for a bruising, aren't they? Okay, let's go get this guy. Just in time. Okay, good job. Let's see here. So we're pausing. And we joined the war, so we're prevailing on the good graces of Tarsus, actually. Let's see what they do. They better be generous, otherwise I'll be quite angry. Oh, why, thank you very much. I'm very pleased with that result. Okay, so I now have a larger population. I need to make sure that these guys stay okay. Okay, so they're Hurrian. They have a granary here. I may keep that. Let's see what my forts are like. I took a risk taking the city. I'm going to keep that fort even though it's annoying. Let's see. However, I am going to be taking a break. Egypt wants livestock. Okay, so how do you like me now? Let's see. I have a scorned family. Oh, I mean, I'm cynical, but I'm not put a guy with one in a research position cynical. All right. I don't have a lot of money right now because of that Merc expenditure, which I considered worth it because it gave me my breakout. All right. Okay, here's the deal with this manpower. If I take this manpower, I have to use it immediately. Otherwise, it will get lost because it's over my cap. Ah, damn it. I accidentally unpaused. Okay, well, whatever. Let's see. We'll take that. Get some more food. Okay, so my population is not having a good time. Let's see. How many livestock do I have? I have 1, 2. Are both of them getting back? Yes, both of them are. Okay, I'm gaining food now, so that's good. All right. I think here what I'm going to do, I want to keep the granary because my food situation's a little unstable. This is an integration event. Basically, one of the major families is being said that they're being shunned from politics, and they want to know if they could have formalized status of privileges. So these encounters happen throughout the integration. So I could welcome them. They gain 15% and a bunch of happiness, and I lose a tiny amount of happiness, or I can mess things up. So I'm just going to go with the option where they become happier. And you'll see now they're not negative. All right. Oh, I can't wait to get all those Zidanians in my army. All right. Let's see. So this is a centralization. I do not want centralization right now because I want to grow my levy a bit. It's back up to 4. It went down to like 3 during the war. Okay, I'm keeping my fortification. Okay, this time around, even though I'm probably going to do warmongering, I'm going to look for something else. I'm going to do some stability because we got some issues. Okay, welcome to the Hatti Kingdom, folks. Now my stability's back up. Excellent. Okay. Now I have larger levies. Looks like it's bugged again. Okay, it's still bugged. Okay, I have to pay, basically I have to pay 10 gold to not lose my granary, and I get some loyalty, which is great. I mean, the encounter event sucks, but oh, what are you going to do? Okay, so I basically have to chill out for a little while because I got to make sure no one is starving and save up my money. I'm a lot more confident now. My levy's being larger, so I won't need to lean on mercs as much. So, who's next on the menu? Want to be friends? Excellent. Okay, well, we all know who the next target is. Sure is going to be nice when I get my chariots back. Alright, so I'm not going to move my army out too much, I think. I may take a... See if I can take a little raider unit or something. Let's see. Yeah, see? And then he's also reacting to those, but he has a better chance to fight me. Okay. And then he can also defend his land. You see what he's doing? He keeps... Yep. Oh, I forgot to turn my army maintenance up. How embarrassing. That was a big mistake right there. That could have cost me. Okay, so because I hold a tin resource, I will encounter these events where you have to either decide to neglect or help out with the tin trade. So we're going to try to mediate. I'm really sad I didn't get the raid that much. Okay, so send a diplomat. Ah, this is for the tin. It chose Bodashart, who I suspect is a randomly made guy. I'm not sure, but we will send him as our diplomat. Try to smooth things out. Okay. Cool. Ooh, the Adanians. I don't know if I want to be friends with them. No. I have new friends for now. Okay. Oh, by the way, I don't have any Tarsans yet. I can't integrate them ahead of time. Okay, so cool. So we ended up getting some tin. Let me see if I can show you. It says 2. And I think that'll update to 3 eventually. Alright, none shall hide. And that is the end of Tarsus. Okay, so I gave us a mission to complete, which was nice. We just got a bunch of trade goods. We are done with this war for now. Okay. Dyes. Okay, so it's pretty much all dyes and I think some olives. So we'll trade with Egypt. Oh, by the way, trading with people gives you a slight bonus. So sometimes you may want to trade with people strategically, like those guys have cedar. If they were maybe like a copper guy, I'd probably consider it. Okay. I kind of like the Egyptians because they're like very stable civilizations. So, I mean, I know they still do have issues, but they're usually around in some form or another. Okay, so first off, we want those dyes. Everything else we're keeping. All right. So we actually have money. You know what? Let me take a look at this. We have a saffron bonus. We are not going to trade saffron for now. I don't want to give up that bonus here. We'll do that. And then that way they'll stop asking. And then I'll just review my trades to make sure I'm not trading. Oh, I need to make sure I'm not trading tin away. So block tin, Block copper. Okay. See, the tin went up from 2 to 3, which is nice. Oh, he wants to be friends. That's good. Okay, so I need to make sure I don't throw these guys away as allies, because that's kind of what happened with Tarsus, even though I needed them. I'm okay with having these guys kind of be my gate, so I may want to slow things down a bit. Okay, so these are the groups I have. Claims on. I almost want a port. And I have one here, so I need to spend some time stabilizing this. Let's keep the game rolling. It's not going to be end of the world. Okay, so I think part of the play is going to be to start siphoning pops out of this area. So let's see what we can get. You know what? I'm cool with attacking Lamia too. So we'll start working on integrating the Tarsans. If their populations live long enough, maybe I'll get them a cookie or something. Okay, let's see here. Something weird just happened there, so I'm doing that again. I just gained a bunch of pops, so I think that's what happened. Alright, so while that's going on, I have until November. Let's move some things around. Another thing you want to do is you want to move, like, you see how I have these, like, cities? You're going to want to move guys out of those population centers before they get mad. Okay, so these guys are going to break their alliance. You know what? It's time to hire some mercs. Okay. I'll send them an insult. And basically just hang out until... Oh, there we go. So... let's see what would happen. Now there's no truce violation. Just a little longer. Okay, so these guys are slightly annoying because they're long. Now, let's check their pops. 46. They got less integrated pops than me. They are... You know, I wanted to be friends. Okay, so these guys are arguing over a gold amphora. I can give it to one for loyalty. I can give it to the other for loyalty. I can give it to the state for some tyranny and gain 100. Or I can gain stability and lose loyalty. I'm going to gain stability. I nearly always go for stability. Some games I spend it slowly. Some games I can't get enough. Okay. I just messed up that siege. Yep, there we go. Let's put you back there now, and we'll go after this guy. Okay, the right to join the military is something that the Tartans want. I'm actually going to allow that. I think eventually there could be a mutiny or something, but I'm not going to worry about it for now. Oh, they've lost 2 of their integrated pops since we started this war. Something very bad is going to happen, isn't it? Let's see. With Rhino. Put you... Oop, actually, we'll do skirmishers. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so these are barbarians. I love these guys. If they come towards me, I may let them settle. Otherwise, hopefully they're going to, come down. And this is going to keep happening for a while. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Alright, I'm going to put these guys on independent operations. They can go chase that guy, hopefully. Actually, best way to do that is do defend borders. Then he'll stay in there. Hey, good job, buddy. Keep it up. Alright, I still want to be semi-careful with the right of inheritance for these guys with my pops, because I still don't have a ton of integrated guys. And I'm no longer assimilating people because I integrated those 2 groups. I think the Lamians are going to be the first guys I do not just integrate for practicality. Lose 34 gold, gain 3 stability. Lose 17 gold. I'll take the 3 stability. I'm not even sure I really want to take this whole thing, to be honest with you. I think I may go up to here and maybe try to take these guys as a tributary or something. Seems like a barbarian thing to do. I don't want too much land and pops, so what I'll do is I'll just try to keep... I call this re-raiding. I'm just going through and killing or stealing pops, like I killed 2 pops there. Alright. Let's see here. So... that gives me Tarsus. Oh, this will be the death of me. Let's just take it all. Okay, so we're done here for now. I am pretty happy that my neighbors aren't going to be too dumb, so I'm going to dismiss my mercs. Disband my levies, which gained another pop. And we're going to go with Stability. Okay, so I just absorbed 40 Lamians. I'm going to give them another Civ perk, I think. Okay, so here's where we stand so far. Let's see, I'm going to pick up Barter Economy now. Start leaning into trade. We have Syncreticism. We were chugging along until I took Economic Statutes. Now we're slowing down a bit, which is okay. I need to stab the pig. There we go. I've stabbed the pig. It is December 795. So far, I think I managed to kind of explode out of here. I didn't quite wipe out the Danians, but they'll be on the menu soon, and then I'm going to take this entire area. But unfortunately, that is going to have to wait until next episode. Thank you for watching, guys.